All right, so I'm interested in running, and at a young age, I started trying sprinting and field events and even shot put, and I'm not very strong, so I stuck to running. And what also interests me is entrepreneurship. So in 2014, I came to the UIF meetup just like you, and I visited places and saw a lot of spaces and people that really inspired me, and they were doing great things like building buildings, and I thought that was crazy. So how did they get there? Where did they start? It was as if they were Usain Bolt and they just sprinted a marathon, and that would be pretty fast. So I wasn't sure how they did it. So we came back to our school and started organizing small events, small sprints for small wins. So we organized an event called the 3-Day Startup, and students could practice their entrepreneurial thinking. We also recognized spaces on our campus that were underutilized that we had an idea to refurbish, and we brought ideas from the D.school back to our campus in what we call the Kulwicki Pit Stop. We renovated this space for $6,000, adding whiteboards and mobile furniture, really creating a place and not just a space. So these events are like training for a marathon. These sprints turn into longer distances and larger initiatives for a broader impact. So this is me at the Boston Marathon. But we started organizing larger events. We led design thinking workshops, which impacted 1,500 students on and off our campus, inspiring them to think differently. We also recognized another space on our campus that was underutilized, and we heard from these design thinking workshops that engineers didn't have a space to work on their projects. We were lucky enough to get $80,000 to renovate a space and turn it into a maker's space. So think of this all as training that you're going through now, just like you train for a race if you're a runner, and trust your training, trust what you're learning here, and bring that back to your campus. So we wanted to think big, and so we wanted to share our ideas as well with the community. So we hosted a regional meetup for our fellows, sharing what we've done and getting feedback from them. How can they help us? How can we help them? And this impact was recognized by our school. They noticed we are change makers. So when they were writing a proposal for a new building on our campus, so here's the vision, they reached out to us to help design that space. And that's just what we did. So they obtained that grant for $20 million, and now we're building the Lubar Entrepreneurship Center on our campus, and we're part of the building committee advising how the space will be laid out, what it will look like, and why this is important is because this space will also house the university's Welcome Center. So all new and prospective students will come through this building seeing the change and this entrepreneurial ideas and what we've done and what we're bringing here to our campus. So here's me at the end of the marathon. And sometimes this can't be easy, and it seems like maybe a sprint to you. I've just thrown all this information at you. But I assure you it's not easy, and it takes a lot of hard work and a good team. And I leave you today with a question: how might we think of change as a marathon? It is an endurance sport, not only the running, but also the change in our campus. So you can do it too. So thank you.